Hi everybody. Oh, this is too loud. Hold up, y'all. Make sure that I am not too loud. Two. Here we go. Here we go. Welcome everybody. Welcome back. I just updated the title. I didn't really change it. We're still talking about what we're talking about. Welcome everybody. Can y'all see me? Let me know. Can you hear me? Is everybody here? Let me know. Are you guys getting notifications? Because YouTube broke up with me yet again. Only this time I think they mean it. Whatever. Yes, it's just an update, Bo. It's just an update. You hear me? Okay, cool. Cool. Everybody, welcome. So I tried to do a live earlier on the phone, and it was just the service wasn't well. So I was just getting everybody a little bit more of an update about what happened or what's going on. So I figured I'd do it here since we're going to be talking about, William Good, of course. And then shout out to, I was watching a little bit of Aaron. I didn't know that Tom Cruise, I know, I made YouTube mad at me again. So we're going to talk about Tom Cruise, but I definitely want to talk about, shout out to William. We're going to talk about William here in a little bit. You say you hear me loud and clear. Well, that's great. That's great. I love what shout out to Cheeks. Cheeks made me laugh earlier. She said the earlier chat was modless and godless. I don't know why that made me laugh. You did, y'all. Okay. Can you guys do me a favor and drop some flowers, some balloons, some cakes for Heidi? Please do that. It is her birthday today. Please do that, guys. Please do that. Wish Heidi happy birthday cake. It's amazing. Shout out to Heidi. Thank you. Heidi, let me know. Shout out to Heidi. Y'all wish your happy birthday in the chat. Okay. Appreciate you, Heidi. And many more to come, of course, and blessings. Hey, Nat Cat, welcome. Okay. I'm sorry to see people in here. Iron Rabbit, welcome. Thank you guys. You guys are so sweet. Thank you, Kitty, everybody. Welcome. Hey, Rick, welcome. Hey, Pasnola, welcome. Jody, look at this. I love the birthday stuff. Hell yeah, man. She is 50, y'all. That's amazing. Okay, Heidi. Like, I hope to get there too. Like, that's how, I mean, it's amazing. Happy birthday to you. And I hope you have a really great weekend and week and many more to come. Shout out to you. Thank you for being here and for letting us know. Yes, of course. All right. So let me tell you what's going on. And I know I did a little thing on my title. So YouTube doesn't like, and this is what I was trying to say in the other video, and I feel like it didn't go out the way it needed to, so I'm gonna try this again. I'm gonna try it here. YouTube doesn't like people talking about certain creators. Chico said it beautifully last time. If you're talking about YouTube's money makers, they will censor you, they will push you down, they will, like, suddenly my videos started going yellow. Yes, it's a pizza party. That's a good idea. And typically what happens, hey Grandma Sherry. All right, everybody, welcome, guys. I'm happy to see everybody's coming through. So what typically happens is yes, that. Okay. I started talking about YouTube's moneymaker, which is Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast. Well, as soon as that was going on, yeah, and they're also censoring this too. So I did a video yesterday, and that's also being looked into some type of way. This video that I did is also being looked into some type of way. I feel like, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, because regardless of whatever end of the spectrum you land about, whether you like a creator or you talk about whether it's the Olympics or whatever the hell it is, right? Yeah, yellow. So what happens is that I am a monetized channel, right? And you apply for monetization, your videos go green, you do your best, you don't cuss right away, which is me. I tend to cuss after the 30 seconds. So I'll drop my F bombs and B bombs and all the bombs typically later on, not so early on unless I'm really heated, which whatever. So what happens is that they tend to censor you, and now I'm noticing that Nat Cat, yes, You need code words? I mean, do I need to spell the cuss words at this point? Really? That's interesting. Thank you, Jody's like, thank you for the yellow. I'm gonna need. Thank you. We are being, well, we're being definitely suppressed and repressed. That's for sure. Boo YouTube. So I was like, oh damn. So I got hit a couple times this week. So I got to be careful. I got to be careful. And every time we talk about SBTV, there are those. Not that I want to say who's doing it because I don't know who's doing it, but typically SBTV folks also, there's some people that like to report stuff. They like to report stuff, and so stuff does go to yellow and everything. I'm curious, how does monetization work? So like if you're in the green, full ads, you get ads on your videos. If you're in the yellow, you don't get as many ads on your video. B Tim, shout out to B Tim. I'm telling you, I'm not even going to talk about them who we shouldn't talk about anymore, because I literally, all those videos that I did, yellow, 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 one restricted. We're not going to call him Mr. Beast. We're going to call him Mr. Yeast. I don't know, but those also have to be reviewed manually. I noticed that too, and I have a feeling, I'm not going to say who, but it's got to be some haters. Like, who's got time to do all that shit? Why would you report people's, like, unless it's an absolute report? Just because you don't like what somebody's reporting, you're reporting the channel, is ridiculous. Some people don't like folks talking about stuff. Speaking of which, shout out to you guys. I mean, if there's anything that I need to talk about, shout out. So we're on SPTV right now. Shout out to my SPTV folks. Elena in Love, thank you so much for becoming a member. Shout out to you, Love. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your membership. What is going on though? You said petty, messy folks got time. Obviously, yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Haters. I mean, we wouldn't have congratulators if you don't have a hater. Shout out to Ingrid is in the chat. Have you asked some of the other? I have not. I should, huh? I mean, just kind of wondering. I know it's Aaron's fault. It's Aaron's fault. It's always Aaron's fault all day, every day. But that's a good question. But typically that's what I notice. And I think anything SPTV or maybe because you're talking about Scientology and exposing Scientology, that could also be an issue too. Think about turning off chat on replays. Really, Iron Rabbit? Really? You think that would be like an issue there too? See, people were saying, you've never watched Mr. Yeast. People were saying that that's part of the issue because the guy is he's a moneymaker for YouTube too, right? Some of these creators that make a lot of money, I mean, they have a little bit more different pool, like the ones with the multiple plaques and the millions and the gazillions. Hey Brandon, welcome. Yeah, so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. So what's going on, y'all? Let's do a little check-in before we get started to the topic. So that was the biggest thing, is that I want to make sure that y'all know that if you guys can support my channel by hitting the like button, sharing. Iron Rabbit, thank you again for sharing. Doing things like that really does help. We don't stay suppressed, like I don't stay suppressed or depressed or pushed down. I will go live even if I have 5 people in my chat, because if I feel passionate about a topic or something needs to get out there, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna talk about it. You can report these nuts. That's kind of where I'm at. Yep. Anyways, shout out to you guys. Okay, I know a channel that can't monetize because of the chat. Oh yeah, see, that's another one too. See, that was a big push too. You couldn't talk about that either. So keep that in mind. You have to be careful. You said you mod for several channels and it seems to help because chat isn't always YT friendly. Yeah, you gotta be careful sometimes in the chat. So like, like my mods will tell you guys, misspell the cursey words. Thank you, Rose Gold. Misspell the cursey words. Do that. Ingrid, shout out to Ingrid. Ingrid is so funny. Ingrid, you made me laugh. I'm telling you, man. Like, I was thinking about you today because of the all right, so we were talking about the Olympics and they were talking about you specifically, Ingrid was talking about how you be careful you don't play your music backwards because then people start saying that you get subliminal messages that way. I remember that was a huge thing growing up as a kid. Like, what are they trying to tell us when the music plays backwards? Anyways, you said never watched him. He has a oh, really? Interesting. Okay, wait, let me shout out some people. Vintage Mama has been a member for 6 months. Thank you, Vintage Mama, for supporting my channel for freaking 6 months. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Brandon, thank you for becoming a member. Shout out to Brandon. Y'all welcome, Brandon. Thank you. Yeah, sorry about my part about the cursey words. It don't matter. Just misspelled them. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't care. You guys are free to say whatever, just misspelled them. That's all we ask. But thank you. And I honestly, it's not even for me. It's my mods are the ones like Chico, Vic, and everybody could tell you down there that um some of the like oh, I don't know why did I put a heart? Sorry. Some of the like cursey words get automatically blocked and it'll tell you, be careful because it's blocking you. Bo Beats says a lot of comments and questions are being passed over on various SBTV channels of late. No hate. Just what do you mean? Shout out to Bo Beats. Thank you for the 5. But you said a lot of comments and questions are being passed over on various SBTV. Like what kind? I mean, and like again, I'm not like if it's Scientology related, of course, I'm always going to default to the experts, to my peoples, to Nora, to Laura FM or some other folks that Natalie and them, but I'm not really sure. Like, what do you mean? Let me know though. SBTV gaming community, shout out to you. Fire and Ice, thank you for being a member for freaking 7 months. And then there's Jody too. Jody, thank you. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Misspelling is not offensive. That's right. So just be mindful of that. Misspell the cursey words. Y'all can say all kinds of cursey words as long as you're misspelling them. And the only thing I say is y'all respect each other. Like I know we're all adults. I'm just saying respect each other. I feel like as adults, we can be very passionate about certain topics. I'm down with, I like the sailors that cuss. You know what I mean? But just be respectful of each other. Iron Rabbit just gifted 10 memberships. You guys, if you got a membership from Iron Rabbit, put a heart in the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. You're awesome. That was amazing. Thank you for supporting my channel. And Grandma Sherry has been a member for 16 months. Oh my God, Grandma. That's a long time. Thank you, Grandma. Shout out to you. Do you know what? That's interesting. I would assume that they do because I've seen like certain commercials out there that I'm kind of wondering now, what do those commercials look like? This is a good question. Do Scientologists like Grant Cardone buy YouTube commercials? Now, I think you would buy them directly from Google. Like, I know you can like promote directly and do commercials on Google, you know? So I'm pretty sure it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, Scientology does promote their channel. What do their have you ever been curious? Have you ever wondered about us? And they do this like really weird commercial. And it looks like it's very accepting of all religions and stuff like that. And really, it's not. I'm just saying. I'm saying. No pressure of what? Let me know. Did you have a question? You said, LOL, misspell all the time. Wasn't he the opening of the Olympics and how much is that's okay. So let me just say this. I will say this. All right. I did a video and I did watch all of it and I could definitely see where some folks might have gotten offended. Okay, I'm raised Catholic. So, Catholicism is like that's like blasphemy, everything that they did. All right. According to the Catholic Church. Now, I'm also not like a very regular practicing Catholic. So, this is when I say, like, I'm not really religious all the time. Like, I mean, like, I'm not all the time. I try to be, don't get me wrong. I'm very more spiritual. But people have said that, they felt some type of way. And I think, honestly, like, I can see that. Like my mom is a pretty big Catholic. Like she felt some type of way about that. But then you also have the other half that say, well, some of this is just art, and and I respect that too, but I also feel like, it's a different country, cultures are different, people's lives are different. So I respect Brandon, I really do. Did I feel Let me tell you something about the horse. I did feel kind of weird about the horse thing in the water, because let me tell you, maybe it goes back to the satanic panic stuff. I also feel like we have to be mindful of that. I also come from, like, when growing up, when people use religion to kind of scare the shit out of you, or certain beliefs. That's me. That's that. I know what that feels like, if that makes sense. So I agree with you on that. Like, some people have to chill, but also I understand where some of the things might have been offensive. Does that make sense? Brooke Elliott, thank you for being a member for 3 months. Oh, she says, hit the like button. Much love. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know if y'all can hear Baby Bunny, but she's got some lungs on her. Some lungs. You said twice now for your. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that, because I was feeling like the neglected YouTube child at this point. You said, just a question that I'll go a little deeper than surface, not here. You ain't afraid of difficult subjects that come from good intentioned supporters. Yeah, I mean, um, if I can answer a question, if y'all have specific questions about stuff, I will try to answer. Now, let me just say this. If and almost not you, Bo, okay, but others. There are people that, specifically in the community, y'all know, that will fish for drama, that will fish you to talk about something that you don't want to talk about. And if I get there and I get mad, I get mad. Listen, I get mad and I'm gonna tell you, like, listen, you're doing too much, or I can't answer that, or I appreciate you, but I will try to answer as much as I can. um oh, really? Okay, all right, hold up. I was heavy duty in Catholicism for a long time, but all about spirituality now. Love, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm at this point where I'm old enough where like, yes, like, I don't get me wrong, I have appreciation of certain things about my religion, and part of it is also like familial. Like, one of my uncles was a priest many years ago, at a Catholic church, and it was in Mexico. So a lot of this is coming like familial, you know. Um but like I said, I don't try to convey my beliefs or my thoughts onto other people. I have a lot of opinions, I have a lot of questions, and when I do a video, whether it's something controversial, whether it's some type of conspiracy situation, I really am trying to, like, challenge myself in areas that I may not always be well versed in, if that makes sense. Alicia, thank you for being a member for 6 months. Shout out to you. Okay. I am missing a lot of comments, y'all. I love talking to you guys, and we're gonna get to the program here in a minute. You said people don't mind pop music when it's different. There's always a problem, says Chat says. Shout out to Chat says. A Kenneth has been a member for 6 months. Shout out to you, love. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Thank you for being a member for 6 months. Thank you. Hold up. All right. Let me scroll down. You said, haha, you doing too much? Hand over your mic. That's what I'm saying, Since, right? Like, you have to tell people you're doing too much. Like, or sit down, or like, that's all. You said, yeah, you got to respect other people's beliefs. That's all. That's how I do it. Hey, Pinche Becky. That's how I see it. But I'm never going to push Christianity or Catholicism or whatever onto you guys, because I don't want that on. I don't want y'all doing it to me. Why would I do it to you? You know? I don't. So this is why I love that we all are different. Nat Cat says, if they did that to any other religion, it would be dealt with immediately. I don't understand how we get here and things like that against. Yeah, I mean, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, I get the feeling of that too. So I'm so glad you brought that up. Now, let me tell you what's going on, Nat Cat. So I saw it on Twitter too, where certain topics are now being, like, things are getting taken down. Now, I want to understand how that works, Elon, because you got full on pornography up there, or you got like crazy ass shit on Twitter or X. And, now you're censoring certain things. So I'm like, well, wait, you want to censor one, but not the other? I guess I'm just trying to understand, you know? But that's just me. Paris has always been risque. Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard. Y'all Nana's not drunk. Oh my God. Thank you for renewing your membership. Shout out to you, love. Thank you guys. Are you guys ready to get on with the program now? It's getting dark over here. Let me go turn on the light, y'all. Hold up. Hold up. All righty. Yes, Ingrid. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Shrinking Sharon, thank you. You said I had to be subscribed. I had to be a subscriber to you at least a minute to say. Really? Did Sharon, did it unsubscribe you? Because there's a lot of people that have like messaged me and said YouTube is like unsubscribing folks. So I don't know what's going on, you guys. I don't know, y'all. They're mad at me. I don't know. It's never across the board. You know what I mean? It's never across the board. But I also don't like, for me, it's like Brandon, I love that you brought this point up, because when you see the Christianity did the Native Americans like myself, you would be sick. And I hear you on this too. It's like nothing is ever like across the board when it comes to situations. You know what I mean? Like it seems like certain things get censored over others. How are we prioritizing this? But then again, Elon Musk right now is having issues with, his family currently. So I bet you, I was thinking, I was like, oh, maybe I should do a video about what's going on with Elon Musk. And I said, no, then I might get really censored. Because see, I can only piss people off so much. Thank you for being a member for 9 months. Oh, look at everybody. Thank you for being a member for 9 months. Oh, it keeps unsubscribing from you and Danny. See, shout out to Danny Robertson. I'm hearing that YouTube is like unsubscribing a shitload of people. I don't understand why. So thank you. Really? All right. So comment, I haven't been unsubscribed to you, but one day I was on sub to owner. Yeah, so just y'all check your subscriptions. Please note that. I know that's why I'm scared to talk about Elon, because man, I'm telling you, then then they wouldn't even give me a 2-week notice. They'd say, girl, you're fired. Don't come back to YouTube anymore. Don't come back to YouTube. That's what they would say. That's what I heard. Oh, the unsubbing is random. I had to resub to some channels. Okay, well that's good to know. Let me tell you, man, everybody got problems in their family. I don't understand this. Y'all love your children, okay? Like regardless, just love your kids. Please don't do your kids bad. Don't do that, man. I'm just saying, don't do that. All right, let's talk about this mess before we get into William Good. Okay, I'm so excited about the win, but hold up. Yeah. So I don't know why this is news, but I guess it's news. Hoda's dream came true, y'all. She got to meet Tom Cruise. I guess that's what I'm hearing. So the lady is like over there crazy over there, he's over there pretending that there's nothing wrong with the situation or anything. Like this man didn't just like publicly denounce his own daughter and everything. And, he's the father of the year going to Taylor Swift concerts and stuff like that. So she puts in here, do you know when you dream of meeting Tom Cruise and then it finally happens? And she's like overly excited about this. You said, I mean, are they both on like filters? No, you and everybody in America, you and everybody here is saying that Tom Cruise is a deadbeat dad. Period. I said what I said. I second that. Thank God Katie got away. I don't know. So she's like, oh, and then shout out to Aaron Smith Levin on Growing Up in Scientology. I was watching a little bit of him, and he was talking about how they're like trying to get in there, trying to get the French to, accept Scientology, and they're trying to recruit people, and they got like 30 people out in the crowd, and they're acting like, whoa, magical, while they're doing their little services out there. I wonder who's taller. Stasia. I wonder who's taller. There I go. I'm sorry. Because y'all really ate me up in the comments when you said, Rabbit, don't talk about his height. How dare you talk about Tom Cruise's height? I didn't know that the man would is he wearing platforms here? Can y'all let me know? Thank you. Thank you. Comment. Katie didn't leave Tom. She escaped and saved her daughter. Yeah. But Selena fan para siempre, you don't think that, like, part of me feels like, why are you going back to the bushes? Stay out. Shout out to you. I didn't even hear did you say something? Why y'all do that? Don't do that. I know that this impacts like any daughter, your dad or your parent, you have an absent parent, that impacts everybody. So yes, like I'm happy that, Katie Holmes did what she did, but like part of me feels like that hurts. I don't know, y'all, because I grew up in a two-parent household, right? And even though both my parents are not perfect whatsoever, I would imagine it would hurt not to have your dad be around. Or if he was around, you'd have to like be part of a cult. You know what I mean? Like this just doesn't sound. Yeah, especially like thank you, Penny Lane. The rejection was public. The rejection was public, and the acceptance of the rejection is public as well. Like Hoda, you're like, it's a dream to meet the man that jumped on Oprah's couch and did the most and talked about psychiatry is such a bad way. Yeah, she's wearing a poncho. She had a whole poncho. I guess it was raining or whatever. I mean, his hair's wet, but it's just sad. You said we should do a poll on who's taller, Hoda or Tom. We should see. I'm telling you, some of you guys, Heidi, only because it's your birthday. Only because it's your birthday. Okay, I'm gonna do a poll. All right. Only because it's your birthday. Who is taller? Who is taller? Hoda, Tom, or the umbrella? Umbrella, Ella, A. Okay, there you go. Go vote. Go vote. Which one? Yo, somebody's wearing lips. Somebody's wearing lips. No, I didn't know about this. See? Hey, Kim. Tom Cruise. So this is Hoda. She's like, what is she? She hosts, what is it, the morning show? I forget which show it is. Elizabeth says, who cares? Well, then don't vote, girl. Don't vote. I care, clearly, and the people that are voting are caring. Lord have mercy. Why you got to be such a party pooper? Look, okay, so we got the 60 some plus people that are voting care. 51% said that the umbrella is taller. Yeah, Good Morning America, Renee. Thank you. I was gonna say, it's Good Morning America, one of the morning shows she's hosting. Which shout out, it's not that. It just amazes me that like I can't believe my dream has come true. I've met Tom Cruise. Like, okay, girl, who cares? You Elizabeth's like, listen, I voted, but the dude is short. So you can't get mad at us, Elizabeth. Shout out to Elizabeth. It's a Today Show. Okay. Hey, Bossy. Wait. Kitty says that Aaron is the tallest person between all of them. I think the orange umbrella is taller. All right. All right. Let me see if I can get to 100 votes. Because some of you guys are doing the most on this chat. I don't know. You said you voted the umbrella? Okay, you guys can blame Heidi. It's her birthday. All right. She's the one that told me to do the poll. All right. If you're going to yell at somebody, yell at Heidi. It's Heidi's birthday. You said Nicole Kidman is taller. Hey, Southern Mimi. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. Tom has always had a creepy vibe. Yeah. Why? I mean, it'd be interesting. I think Aaron's pretty tall, right? There's some of these people are a lot taller. I think everybody's taller than Tom Cruise, though. Yeah, they're holding the umbrella. You said Tom won't stand under the umbrella. It's gold and rod yellow. It's a suppressive color. Well, the umbrella is orange to me. Is that why? Ooh. Okay. All right. I think Nicole, listen, a lot of people are taller than me. I'll say that much. Okay, so we got 92 votes. Can we get to 100 votes? Gen X is like, I know, I'm thinking about the Umbrella song. Umbrella, Ella, eh. Oh, but I better stop because I heard that song is also like Illuminati. Is that true? The Umbrella song, there's like some Illuminati stuff going on. I'm just trying to be. I don't want to get censored and blocked. Okay. David is not taller than Tom. With platforms or without platforms? Okay, see, wait a minute. Deborah, shout out to Deborah, says I can kick my leg up higher than his height. Oh my gosh. Can y'all tell me why this is news? Are you trying to hit me? That's what I heard. I heard that the what is it? That song, the Umbrella song, is like that's listen. See, I blame you guys because you guys take me there. Somebody was singing it in the chat, so I decided to join. All right, let me see what the votes look like. Okay, we got 100 votes. All right, well, here's your poll. Happy birthday, Heidi, again. This is your poll. The Umbrella wins by 56%. The Umbrella won. The Umbrella is taller than Tom Cruise. So, anyways, she was very, 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 very excited to meet Tom Cruise. And there is news about that in addition to what they're trying to do over there. Scientology trying to take over France. I don't know. Whatever that means. Hold up. Let me see if I can escape. Here it is. Trying to make my screen go smaller. I mean, you have different Tom Cruise news right now. They're over there watching him in France. Here you have Tom Cruise goes wild and punches the air. Well, he's not punching the couch. He's punching the air as he cheers on the U.S. team in the swimming relay during the surprise appearance at the Paris Olympics. So he made an appearance, y'all. He's not punching the chair. He's not on the couch. Look at him. I mean, look at that. You said they can't even take over a hallway at this point. You know what I mean? They can't do nothing. They cannot do nothing. You're right, Rabbit. A lot of songs allude to the elites and the Illuminati. Yeah, they do. You just gotta be careful. Great music, but you don't know what they're trying to suck you into, you know? Let me see what you guys are saying. Not surprised. Ooh. See, Bossy's like, Tom Cruise is so cringe. Look at this. I think he's just trying to be popular. I mean, he's just trying to, I don't know, or stay relevant. That's what it is. What did you guys, all right, since we're on this topic, can y'all tell me what you guys thought about Beyonce's number with the Olympics? She did a little number. I think the video's out. What do you guys think about that? I mean, I thought Beyonce always looks good. Okay. I'm just going to say that. But what did you guys think? Let me see. I watched her movie. It was heartbreaking. Who's Mary? I'm not going to any parties in Hollywood Hills, mommers. Wait a minute. Not going to any parties in the Hollywood Hills anymore. Meaning you've gone to parties out there? Ooh, see, I bet you got some stories to tell. Cinderella said it's clout chaser. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. You said you'll be right back. Okay. An hour ago, Paris is in complete darkness. What? As of an hour ago, Paris is in complete darkness? Electricity is out, no news. Why? Are you serious? Oh, hold up. Bo Beats. Hold up. Is that true? Did somebody turn off the switch? What happened? No. Bobby says, no more me correcting you after Francois. Y'all didn't like me. See, Penny Lane, I can't even talk about that outage because what is YouTube going to do? They're going to censor me. Now, I know you are, guys. Are you guys lying to me? Okay. What are they going to call? Like, I'm looking for the hashtag Paris 2024. So there's an outage currently. Oh, wow. And it's been like 2 hours. Let me show you guys. Whoa, this is crazy. Oh, y'all see that? Hold up. Let me see if I can make it dark. What? Why is it out of power? They said Paris in chaos, massive power outage, city hits during Olympics, massive power outage in Paris following sabotage of train lines disrupting the network of the city lights. Host of the 2024 Olympics is now facing a power failure. Yo, man. It's not cash? Don't they got like converters or something? Cash, you said it's not? Is it still out of power? Somebody forgot to pay the bills. Oh my God. It's not the Illuminati. Okay, Cash, tell me what's going on. You said lies told. What's going on? There's still power? I just found this out. Listen, they done screwed up. It's not true. All right, Cash is saying it's not true. Listen, I'm gonna believe Cash. What's going on? Huh? Hold up. Hold up. That was 6 hours. What's going on? 4 hours. Everybody's like freaking out. Hold up. 6 hours. They're saying 21 hours. Everybody's freaking out. Hold up. What is going on? See, I just put the trending. That was 5 hours ago. Cash. So is there power or is there not power? Generators? It's all Aaron's fault? Lord have mercy. You said nothing. Yes, there's power. Okay. It's nothing Tom Cruise can't fix, y'all. I mean, he probably just unplugged the thing. Converters, generators, what are they called? Oh my God. Shout out to Cash. See, Cash said that it's all good. Everything's good. No, Suzanne, because they'll probably kick me out of there too if I do a Patreon. And why would y'all listen? I don't know who would want to listen to me on Patreon. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Listen, this is what happened. Tom Cruise was jumping on the chairs and he accidentally unplugged it. He unplugged the whole city. That's what happened. Anyways, I just love messing with you guys. Shout out to you guys. Please note that what I'm saying is my opinion and nothing else. That, I mean, it's some dark stuff. Okay, thank you. Infamous says Rabbit. It's saying rain postponed some events. The impact of coordinated sabotage on France's high-speed train lines could also still be felt by travelers of the game. Mm. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Well, I mean, listen, he blew the converters and the generators. He said, Tom, see, that's what happens because he didn't go under that umbrella. That's what happens. Okay. Xenu didn't pay the power bill. See, this is what happens. I'm trying. Thank you, Heidi. I haven't checked my email. Thank you, Mary Lee. Thank you, Mary Lee. I'm trying to run a good commentary channel, but then I start engaging with you guys in the chat, and then you guys mess me up. And I have ADHD and I'm not medicated. And so then I'm thinking in my mind, we're doing good, and you guys all derailed me. I blame you all. Okay? I'm just going to say that. All right? Mary Lee, thank you for gifting memberships. If you guys got a membership for Mary Lee, listen, put a little heart in the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for supporting my channel. That's awesome. Yeah, I know, right? I'm not medicated though. We all have ADHD here. I'm starting to think y'all have ADHD with me. You know? No, Cash, don't apologize. I just, I really love engaging with you guys. That's all. That's all. I get, Chico, I get sidetracked like a mother. You don't know. Y'all are doing too much. Thank you. Sense of Science, I said we'll take it for rabbit. Thank you. All right. Can we get it together now? Can we get it together before I really get kicked off? Because I mean, like I said, I'm already getting censored by Mr. Yeast. Why do I need, like, I can't have another, no. All right. Do I have Twitch? No, I don't. We're definitely gonna have to find a different avenue, especially if we want to like really get messy and talk our ish. But thank you. Y'all ready? So first of all, I want to shout out William Good, the Good Father. All right. You guys go check him out with the what is it? Scientology audit. Okay. Big win. I'm late reporting this. Shout out to Aaron, of course, and Natalie and everybody else that has been talking about this. I think that this is a situation where, we need to kind of understand the dynamics of this whole thing, how Scientology works, how they try to also suppress and censor people, and they want to get people under the jail and in the jail. So I appreciate that this is being discussed. I think this is important. Let me explain something, y'all. It is so easy to get caught up in the Sptv stuff that we are not, like, this is something we have to pay attention to. You know what I mean? Like, if, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, okay? A lot of people here, we have a lot of good people in this community, right? And they want this cult to be done, okay? This is the kind of stuff that we have to continue the conversation with, right? So shout out to William and shout out to Aaron for continuing the conversation and everybody else that has continued the conversation. Okay. So I'm going to start here. I think it's like right around the 11-minute mark. Y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments as we're talking about this. And I didn't know that I learned something about Kendra Moxon. Did not know everything that Aaron shared. That's a first to me. An attorney that's a Scientologist, and then he has his own like family stuff going on. That's crazy. But let me hit play.
Outside, you walk outside and you see that. Me, I'm going back in my house and I'm like, what the hell is this? Now he says I'm gonna go at 1 o'clock. At 1 o'clock in the morning, 45 minutes later, walking, he ended up on the other side of Hollywood, at Ivar in Hollywood, which is, I'm gonna tell you, at 1 o'clock in the morning is one of the most unsafe parts of Hollywood. At the the museum,
the life exhibition, the life exhibition.
Mm-hmm. 1 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, he saw us over there, and this is the last time I had seen him was when he made that comment about, have you been praying for your son? And this is the first time I've seen him since then. So they said Joey's here, and I'm like, I was actually across the street filming a police stop. We were there that night documenting the buses leaving. I believe that night was the night that Confident Chris saw kids literally on the vans at like 1 in the morning or something like that, or later. And we were documenting the buses. They were actually parking way down Hollywood Boulevard trying to avoid us. We were just, it was in that stage of things. But we saw a police stop across the street, so I went across the street to document the police stop. And then Joey came over to talk to Confident Chris and Danny, and I went across the street and confronted Joey. And I told him.
So this is interesting, right? The people that have said there's no children in Scientology, but people are seeing children out there out of the building. Burden of Proof, shout out to Burden of Proof, says, I had to giggle with the ADHD squirrel moment you've been experiencing the past 40 minutes. I have. I'm so flippant. I'm just saying. But why I love to do live streams with you guys is because I like to, connect with you guys. Thank you. Joby girl's like, quack, quack, waddle, waddle. Good for president. Brokey's got my vote. I would vote for William. I would vote. Thank you, Mommers. Stop all audits, ethics, handling, grooming courses of children on children. Make no mistake, it's all child abuse. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, they hide the children, right? So are we just going to pretend like there's no children? Is that what we're doing? I don't know. I'm glad Will can't be baited. He can't. I don't know. William is really, really good at what the hell he does. I'm just saying, like, shout out to William. He's good at what he does, period. I know. And I was watching, speaking of which, I did download Jenna's book. So I'm going to be, when I get time to review some of that, I'll probably review it. We have to understand, like, this is just ongoing. And we need to continue to call this out. You know what I mean? It just amazes me that people are caught up on some other bullshit and not really paying attention to this. This is what's important, right? But that's just my opinion. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Maybe you guys have a different perspective, but let me know in the chat what you guys think, okay?
Let me keep my son's name out of his fucking mouth, for one. And I told him I was going to ruin his life. Don't you ever talk about him like that. Anyway, so that's the major incident they were trying to use to get the restraining order. They're claiming all these incidents, including me calling him Joey, should sort of lead to a restraining order. Yeah, well, with Joey, he claims that he doesn't go by the name Joey. It's a name that I concocted for him to make him seem silly and harass him. They even put Jessica on the stand and said, you were calling him Joey. Aren't you doing that to harass him? You're trying to make him seem silly. And she's like, no, I think Joey's a perfectly normal name. My brother's name is Joey. Honestly, it was a great moment. But yeah, just us calling him Joey. He wants to, his lawyer said, didn't you know you did that to make him seem silly? I said, no, honestly, if his name was Rocket, if he wants to be called Rocket, I think if I really want to make him seem silly, I would have gone with Rocket because I just think that's sillier. But he's a silly guy.
His name is Joey, though, right?
His name is Joseph Eckers. He wants to be called Rocket. I called him Joey. I mean,
for anyone to have ever known his name was Joey, he would have had to tell someone that.
Well, that we brought that up in court. He did an interview with Joy of Everything, and Joy of Everything referred to him as Joey. He didn't really complain about that. And this is back in March.
Wait, Ken Cole. Okay, cool. William is really, do you mean he say he's really good at what he does and we don't care who he's, why is that even an issue? You said, hold up. We don't care who he sleeps with or what he does in his private life because folks be coming for you when you compliment someone. Why is that even an issue at this point? Can y'all explain that to me? On William, out of all the people? I mean, Kim's like, he ain't sleeping with me, so. Oh, Ken Cole, you just took me out with that comment. I don't know why. Yes, we've heard many of them tell their lives and experiences growing up in Scientology. It's just silly if they think anyone paying attention wouldn't suddenly believe no children. Right. Burden of proof. I know, man. Chico, people be like weirded out about some crazy, like, who the fuck cares? But it's like people have troll accounts on this shit. People troll the man for the, like, y'all don't even know the half of it. I know. You said how these trolls, the moment you support someone doing good, they try to bring him down. That's what they do. I mean, that's what they did to me. That's what they did to anybody else that didn't agree with a certain agenda or whatever. Like, that is what they do. But you know what? Let me tell you something, Ken Cole and everybody else. You ain't doing something right if you're not pissing people off, right? What did Cat Williams say about his haters? I know some of you guys know the quote, right? Like, you're not doing something right if you're not pissing people off. And I always have to side eye people's agendas and reasons and why. I'm just telling you, people tend to tell on themselves. People tend to tell on themselves. All you have to do is sit down and eat your food and be quiet and just watch. People tend to tell on themselves. So it's true. It's true.
Well, we've called him Joey the whole time. Not one time did he ever complain about being called Joey. But their case was so ridiculous. They were trying to throw everything and anything. So they said that, we need a restraining order because when I cursed at him, that's violence. cursing's violence. And when I said I was going to ruin his fucking life, you know, not me saying, you know, ruining his life, that's actually protected speech. But since I said fucking, that's violence. And so therefore we need an elderly abuse restraining order. And
did they try to argue that it was like that they're like fighting words or something?
He made a weird case. I don't know. The fact that I cursed, because if you look at the statute, it's like you have to show either violence, threats of violence, all these things. But then they said then there's emotional distress that can lead to it getting a restraining order. And me saying fucked was actual violence. And so therefore, and it has to be a pattern of harassment too, not just a one-off. When it comes to harassment, now you can get a restraining order, elderly abuse restraining order based upon one incident if somebody actually makes a true criminal threat. But when it comes to the harassment aspect, it has to be a trend of issues. The judge went through each one of these one by one, each of these instances, and was saying that these were happening in the midst of protests. They were happening directly in front of these protests. We were protesting Scientology. We were protesting the abuses of Scientology. We were trying to stop people from being recruited, so on and so forth. And because of that, that's protected speech. Even including the 6331, 1 o'clock in the morning visit by Joey, where he just randomly shows up there. He came there, and the first thing he said when confronting Compton, Chris, and Danny is that they should stay away from my activism. So by saying that, he's already started, he's already sort of made himself a counter protester.
Ooh, you said we shouldn't forget that if they kept their mouth shut and went against William's deceased son, the huge protest movement wouldn't have started. That's right. Don't forget what was. Shout out to William. Y'all know he came here and he had an interview with us a couple months ago. He said what it was, and he said he's not going to stop, which is amazing. And it's so crazy. I have to side eye the people because I know he gets trolled a lot. And I do kind of wonder when people troll William specifically because William doesn't get in the mess or in the bullshit. I do have to side eye the people that troll him because if he's not serving you mess, why are you trolling him? That tells me that you have a separate agenda. That tells me that you want children in Scientology. That's what that tells me. That tells me that there is probably more to your trolling than what you're letting on. Does that make sense? People always tell on themselves, talk less, listen more. Thank you, Heidi. That is so true. If you have 10 haters, you need 20 more because then that means you're doing something right. Thank you. Yeah, that's because people with nothing to hide don't worry about what they say. That's right, Kim. You said like people's sex life, sexuality, creed, or religion doesn't matter. That's literally the only thing weird ass folks hang on to. Prime example, when I go live, people love talking about my voice and not a dude. That's all they do, right? People want to always attack you for your sexuality. I always side eye those. Yes, please hit the like button. Always side eye the people who want to attack you for your sexuality, or they want to attack you for some stupid thing that you might have done years ago or whatever it might have been. They want to attack you for like anything that they could find. I always have to side eye. Or if they don't like you, they use whatever your haters said about you in the past to try to make an argument about present time. Now that I always have to side eye. That I always have to side eye. You listen, those are fighting words. I'm going to protest you for life. Those are fighting words. When you bring up dead relatives, you bring up the dead. Those are fighting words. I'm going to protest you for life. That's what's going to happen. Oh, yes, Nisa. I agree. Hold up. I missed a comment that I wanted to read. You said it's so, yes, I would agree with that. Hold up. Oh, I missed a couple comments. Scientology is sending the LA org newsletter to my house under the old owner name. It claims that the number of people completing the survival rundown keeps growing. The girl looks 15. Oh my God. That's crazy. Those troll farms there must be something. Somebody's getting paid something. You said, I will ask William to keep me as one of his good girls. Oh, Lord. He is usually respected. I understand and I see it why. You said it's been disappointing and sometimes confusing seeing people support chaos and kissing ass in the stream they were just talking ish about. Ooh, girl. You said the audacity of people stooping so low to bring up somebody's loved one that they lost, for fuck's sake. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand that. So it's like you will always bring up relatives, loved ones, children. You got me fucked up. Those are fighting words, you know? That's interesting. Okay, let's keep going.
At that moment, which then makes it a protest, which then makes it a protected, a protected activity.
Makes sense.
And so she shot down the restraining order attempts, and then the lawyer went ape shit. Their lawyer went fucking ape. Their lawyer was completely unprofessional, got up and just kind of berated the judge, and didn't even refer to the judge as, say, the court. Was going directly at this judge. This is a judge who, in a couple of weeks, listen, my lawyers are seeking lawyer fees on this.
Really?
And
I was wondering about that.
Ooh.
Yeah. So the lawyers are seeking. So we had filed anti-SLAPP previously. We lost the anti-SLAPP because of a technicality in the January 17th. They said it wasn't a protected incident because we weren't protesting. But that's because they didn't look at but when you look at the full video of 5 hours, we were clearly protesting. And protesting doesn't require signs. Protesting includes the right to assembly. And us there documenting and confronting the Church of Scientology and these buses that were coming and going is part of protesting, which made it a protected right. Now, we could have appealed the SLAPP and we would have won the SLAPP because the judge didn't understand that. I told my judge and my lawyers, let's not, because I don't think it's going to have much of effect. It's not going to have much of effect when it comes to fees. We'll win the fees no matter what. I just want this over with. I don't feel like going through 3-4 months of this. I don't. I just want to.
So even without the anti-SLAPP, you can ask for fees?
Yeah, so the anti-SLAPP, so you think about it this way, right? So they have a restraining order, or say they have...
So I want to stop right here, but I want to show you guys William's attorney spoke. Hold up. Let me share this with you. At night, then he hold up.
Mr. Good is a treasure to the city of Los Angeles. His work has made life better here for the citizens of Los Angeles and anyone who visits here. Hollywood Boulevard is a safer place for young black and brown men in a car driving at night than it used to be because of the 3 years that Mr. Good has been watching the Hollywood division of LAPD to ensure they follow their own rules and stop messing with young black and brown men and
stop messing with young black and brown men. Okay? He's holding a lot of fucking people accountable. Yes. You said I was impressed with William's ability to rise above the mess and not giving. Thank you. He does. That's the thing about William, you guys. While all this trolling has been going on, people in the different chats, all this bullshit, one person saying this, another, like, he's been one of the few that has risen above that. Okay. And for me, like, my mad respects for that. Okay. Because that is hard to do, especially on YouTube. And he will say, I've been into his chat, and he will say, if you drop this person's name, or if you say this, or if you get in this bullshit, bitch block. That's what he does. And honestly, that's what you need. That's what you need. Because otherwise, can you guys imagine if William was on stream fighting with people, going back and forth? No.
Detaining them with cuffs on in the back of the car and terrorizing them before they let them go. That kind of getting their fun on is not as frequent anymore because of Mr. Good's activity. And now he's very effective in his protests in front of the Scientology buildings, on the building on the Information Center on Hollywood Boulevard, and as well as the documenting what looks like human trafficking coming in and out of the Scientology building at Ibar on Hollywood Boulevard. And he is very effective.
As well as human trafficking. Exactly, Smoothie. I'm just saying, I don't know how he does it. Like, he does have that restraint of, like, strength and restraint. And he only gives, like, what I have seen is that he only gives energy to what needs to be given. That is a skill set. I don't even think I have. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of class, a lot of restraint. Some folks don't have that. Some folks don't have that. And guess what? He doesn't need to fight with people online to get the views that he needs to get. That's what I respect. Mad respect for William for doing the damn thing. Okay.
In that he is shedding light on secretive activities of the church, and he is encouraging others to come out, and he is giving voice to a lot of victims that don't have the kind of following he has. They don't have the kind of forum he has, and he feels for these people, and he is trying to speak for them as well by articulating the kind of protest that only he can in his style. And I think, again, he is a treasure to this city, and I am honored to represent him.
Well, and let me tell you, to have your own attorney say that, the attorney that represents you, her willingness to also like support him, that's just a lot. That's her, the attorney, his attorney. She's always there. She knows what she's representing. She knows she's representing her client is legit. So yeah, my flowers to William for being real. Okay, shout out to him.
After I won, listen, I wasn't in the gloating mood. I kind of felt bad for Joey, honestly. Jessica hates me for it. She's like, as soon as I walked out, she's like, "Don't you dare!" I'm like, I know, I kind of feel bad for the guy because people understand me. I don't hold grudges over the long term, unless it's. I see him as a dupe. I see him as a useful idiot, and so it is what it is. But I saw Ken Moxon and Jennifer sitting there, and I had a few words for him leaving court. They were just sitting there 4 rows behind me. I went up to him. I didn't go up to him. I went next to him. I told him, let him know that you can't beat me. I'm going to end your cult. And he just sat there just looking straight ahead and didn't want to engage. So.
You know, it's amazing what a small world Scientology is and how some of these strange dots connect. Where
this is crazy.
You know, you mentioned what was the January date that you guys were at the Life exhibit?
January 17th.
I didn't know this about Kendrick Moxon. I had no idea. And it made me kind of wonder about him a little bit more. Nebula says some dark mods have infiltrated some of the Sptv creator posts, though. I have experienced it. Oof. It wouldn't surprise me if there's infiltration, because it does happen. And I'm just nebulous. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at people infiltrating to cause chaos or infiltrating or starting shit on purpose or, projecting shit or whatever. It just, nothing surprises me at this point, But this is why I say what I said. I said sometimes when you're being attacked, sometimes when you're being like targeted, or sometimes when people try to bait you into something, you just have to sit there and just watch. Don't respond to everything that you hear. Just watch. People tend to tell on themselves a lot more. They do. They'll tell on themselves. And then you'll get all your answers. Some folks will never understand it, but that's how it is,
January 17th, and Confident Chris had seen, kids on these buses basically being, trafficked.
Chris did a lot of work.
Yeah.
He did a lot of work on it.
Where I'm going with this is that, one of the lawsuits against Scientology and David Miscavige right now is a trafficking lawsuit. Yeah. It's actually a child sexual assault lawsuit, but there's a trafficking element to it. And Jane Doe 1 from the Danny Masterson case is the Jane Doe in this trafficking lawsuit. And she is one of the kids who used to be trafficked from that Life exhibit building to the test center on Hollywood Boulevard, where, and it wasn't just her. There was a lot of teenagers. We're talking 12 years old, 13 years old, up to, from 12 years old to 17 years old being trafficked in those buses. So it's not, this is what Scientology's been doing for generations. And, Kendrick Moxon's own daughter was one of those people. And
Kendrick Moxon's own daughter. Shout out to Grape Tea. Thank you for being here. You said just ignore everything if you really like something is happening to you on the email creator, if it's real. Okay, Ingrid, I'll check it out. Do you just emailed me? I'll check it out. Shout out to you. But this is the part. I didn't know this part. I didn't know that it was his own daughter. The Scientology's attorney's daughter? That's crazy.
It gets pretty dark. Kendrick Moxon's daughter took her own life while working at Scientology's international management base. And and he is, he's not just an attorney, but he's also a Scientologist himself. And Scientology, after Jane Doe 1 went to the police about Danny Masterson, which is almost an unforgivable offense.
I don't care. Like, it's, you know, shout out to Aaron. Aaron always gets emotional about this topic. And I'm just like, ooh, it's a hard one. I think a lot of, you know, shout out to the SPTV creators that talk about this. Oh, okay. I'll check it out. So a lot of the SPTV creators carry a lot of this and share their experiences, and they don't have to. So I appreciate that Aaron does, but I could definitely see that this was a point of hurt for Aaron here.
Offense in Scientology. They sent Kendrick Moxon to Jane Doe 1's father to say, we're going to take care of this. We're going to fix this so that you don't lose your daughter the way I lost mine. Now, what's so crazy about that is
Oh my God.
Kendrick Moxon's daughter at that time was literally dead. And he's basically telling Jane Doe 1's father that if we don't handle this the right way, that's basically what your daughter is going to be to you. As dead to you as my daughter is to me. It's so sick. And it's one of these things where,
oh my God,
you know, depending on what mood I'm in, you can see Kendrick Moxon as a horrible, horrible guy or just a really horrible victim of the cult. He's kind of both, you know? He's out there doing David Miscavige's dirty work for him. Oh, well, we lost the picture.
Sorry about that.
Okay. Kendrick's out there doing David Miscavige's dirty work for him, even though his own daughter killed herself working under David Miscavige.
That's insane to me. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Aaron's brother suffered the same fate. It makes sense. It's all bad. Yeah, you could tell. I recently heard someone say, if you have a problem with me, text me. And if you don't have my number, you don't know me well enough to have a problem with me. Wise words. That's funny. It's funny. Yeah. It just I hate because I could hear it in his voice. You could hear how triggered he is by this. So shout out to Aaron. And this is why I'm thinking, like, none of the SPTV creators have to come and talk about their stuff, their trauma, but they do, and they take it upon their, like, that's the piece that I'm like, so it pisses me off when people want to weaponize that trauma against them, or they want, like, I don't understand this. I don't get it, you know? But that's just me. It just makes me mad. It just makes me mad. Yes. You said he gets choked. Yeah, you could tell. I mean, the man wears his, you know, you could tell that he wears it on his sleeve sometimes. You said as a mod to a cult survivor, it's so hard to watch them face this crap. They are re-triggered every time. Yeah. I think so too. This is why I'm just like, I don't even know. I don't know, man. You said you picked up some weird vibe woman there, and she immediately asked me to turn off my radio. Really? Ooh, it's interesting. Yeah. So shout out to him. Shout out to him. Y'all, I do have to head out, but I just wanted to congratulate William, and I wanted to thank everybody here for being here. I got like 2 minutes before I got to head out. But what do y'all think? What are you guys thinking? What's on your mind before we head out? Is there something that y'all want me to talk about before I head out? Let me know. What do you guys think? Let me know. Put it in the comments. I want to hug Aaron and tell him that. Okay, hold up. Sorry, I missed your comment because it went up. That we're here for him. We spoke about it a few times on his channel. Gotcha. On the Aftermath show. He did. He spoke about it. Yes. Aaron is basically missing the lawyer's daughter more than her parents do. He seriously wished. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, isn't that crazy? Like, some of the people that have survived some of this is like missing. Like, it's just weird. I'm like, that's the attorney, and he's still working for the cult. It's hard, man. I'm feeling good. I still got a little bit of the sinus stuff, but it's not too bad. I'm getting better though. I've cleared my sinuses pretty well. You like the glittery? Oh, it's getting there, y'all. We're bedazzling. It's getting there. I have to buy the bigger charms because it's tedious. And I'm moving it down. I'm not done blinging this out. It's still gonna be blinged out a little bit more. Me too, Ingrid. Me too. What else? Anything else? Y'all let me know in the chat. What else? Well, no, Joy Catcher, thank you for being here. And again, happy birthday to Heidi. Don't forget to take care of your mental health, Rabbit. Yes, you've covered. I have, and they're trying to take my voice, Mr. Yeast, aka Mr. Beast. It is. I know, right? Shout out to both of them. You said, I can't believe, Nisa says, comment, I can't believe these people have been getting away with it for years, right? I second that. Oh shit. Sorry, the thunder. We'll see you tomorrow. Potentially we will see. I might be uploading tomorrow and not going live. We'll see. But anyways, guys, I will see you guys on the next one. Okay. I appreciate everybody. For the most part, Brooke. For the most part. There's still more. I still gotta fix stuff and do different things. But yeah. You said someday I'll look into it. I heard that was a really cool creator. I'll look into it. I will see you guys. You guys have a great weekend. Bye. Thank you guys for supporting my channel. Shout out to everybody that gifted a membership. Again, if you got a membership from anybody here in the chat, put a heart in the chat. Okay. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. And again, don't let them censor us. Okay. It is what it is. Thank you. Y'all are awesome. Bye, guys.